Okay.
How many minutes you got in your life? Not some for those. Get rid of them. Setting really high goals, but how to achieve them with your systems and how to build systems to break bad habits or create good habits to reach goals that are next level.
I'm terrible with maintaining habits.
You are?
Yeah.
What habits do you suck at? I have 15 different things I need to implement into my schedule, and I've never done them.
Yeah.
Let me just start day one and be epic at it. No, you're
Yeah.
going to suck at first.
Yeah.
You're going to suck for a while, especially business people. Any business person that's trying to act like they're taking less to give you more is lying. Welcome to the season finale of Might Get Loud Season 1. I'm Brittany Racine. Today's episode is going to be part 2 from episode 14's Rock Bottom. My co-host for this episode is Krista Willerick, and we are continuing the second half of our conversation from last week. And this episode is all about how I climbed my way out of rock bottom and really brings you to the present day life. This is all the motivation, all the tips and tricks, and different ideas to really change the direction of your life. So now that you've heard the past, let's bring you to the present.
So we left the last episode and you were in the depths of
Hell.
How did you claw your way out?
I did have to claw my way out, you're right.
Yeah. Scrappy little heifer.
Ever?
Sorry. I was going to say the B word and then I was like,
Please call me that forever. I love it. How did I claw my way out? There was no other way to go. I feel like all the time people ask me, how did you get through that? And I'm like, where else was I going to go? There was no, here's where you tap out, and, this is where you go from there.
well, I think people just stay at rock bottom. When you're where else would I go? It's not that you'd go anywhere else. You would just stay at rock bottom. And unfortunately, there are people who, we were talking about the victim mentality last episode, there are people who stay at rock bottom, and that becomes their whole personality.
Yeah, but I'm tired of being there. I was at rock bottom for so long, not choosing to be, just because of my circumstances, that I was like, I will never sit down here again.
Right.
Because I didn't even put myself down here.
Yeah.
And I still got dragged my ass all the way down there. So I think it just got to the point where I was like, I will never go down there again. And half the reason that I was down there was because of other people's choices, not even my own. So that's why I'm going into this now being I'm going to build my own shit. And whatever I'm going to end up doing, I'm doing it. I'm not putting this on somebody else that's going to fail me and end up making me take steps backwards.
Right. They say hyper-independence is not a good thing.
I believe that.
But would you say you are hyper-independent?
Probably. I think it depends on what it is.
Yeah.
I think I'm trained to be.
See, I feel like with you
I don't
easily...
want to be, but I'm sick of being f***ed over by everybody else.
Right. I feel like with you easily, the pendulum could swing fully the other way. And then you could get to a place where you are scared to be vulnerable or not being willing to put yourself out there. Obviously you're not doing those things, but it's hard when I feel like you experience something extreme to not go full blown the other direction when really the healthy is what's in the middle.
Right.
So you are probably hyper independent.
Yes, because I think I've had to be and I didn't want to be.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever wanted to be. But then I think I was judged so much and I was put in this stereotype category of you're a dumb blonde and you're just a woman that anywhere you get in life is only because of the way you look.
Yeah.
And undeserving of everything that I've worked for.
Yeah.
So then it makes me not even want to accomplish anything because I'm not even going to get credit for it.
Right.
But then I finally was everybody, I don't care.
Yeah.
If you think I got here because of how I look, I didn't.
Right.
I actually probably had to work harder because people discounted everything that I knew.
They judged you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't work as hard as I do, and I'm not as good as at what I do because I dress the way that I dress or I look the way that I look. And I think that stigma really, really hindered my whole life, actually.
It belittles you.
Yeah, it just made me feel like that's why I wanted to be the housewife.
Get approval, seek approval for
but
something
it was
besides...
I don't want to do something that everybody's going to tell me I couldn't do.
Yeah.
So I'll just try to do nothing.
Instead of going for a career or something like that.
That I wasn't smart enough for, or I was only going to get there because of whatever.
So you bought into other people's opinions.
Yeah, totally. I ate those up. I swallowed those. I took those on.
I feel like that's normal for any adolescent. That's why you have to be so careful what you say to children.
But I think it's also weird because I grew up in such a tough mentality household, but I was categorized. That's how much I was categorized, that overtook that.
Yeah.
And that's what spiraled into eating disorders and me getting into relationships that I shouldn't have been in because they just seemed like, okay, well, I can just hide back here.
Yeah.
And then after my ass got handed to me, I was like, excuse me, let me never forget who the I am.
Right. And you must feel so liberated.
It is liberating, especially because now I actually feel like I'm judged less for that now the more I am myself.
Yeah.
Because like for a while it was like, okay, don't dress the way that you dress and don't, be funny because that's not professional and no one's going to take you seriously.
Yeah.
Whatever, it's just going to feed into the whole, I'm a dumb blonde that just like wants to have fun and nobody takes me seriously. So I really downplayed that for so long. And then after all of this happened, I was just like, just because I like to dress weird and have fun doesn't make me not smart, doesn't make me not good at my job.
Right.
And so I was just like, if somebody's going to be an asshole and think that about me, then I don't even want to work with them.
No.
And I just owned who I was entirely. And I actually think that I'm categorized less by that now. I'm sure there's definitely people that still do it.
Yeah.
But that doesn't bother me.
Well, they don't even enter your orbit. Like your orbit is so strong with people who do believe in you and are drawn to you, especially like on social media, that the people that have hated you along the way have dropped off.
But I mean, I'm sure they still do, but I don't feel you.
You don't know it.
Because first of all, I'm not paying attention.
Right.
Because I got way too much shit on my plate. But that doesn't hurt me. Like, do you know how hurt I've been?
Right.
Like that I don't even feel that. I just feel like people don't see that as much anymore because I've accomplished more also. Either way, like I would not have accomplished what I accomplished if I just was like smiling and not talking.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's awesome and freeing.
I love freedom.
I know. You love freedom. Okay, so you finished court, and I feel like that probably was, well, you didn't finish court, but getting through that probably was part of the clawing your way back up.
Yeah.
That, like, calming down a little, right?
It took a while. It took a while for me to, like, digest, decompress, like, just come back to earth from that hell. Because it was so long.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, this is life. Wait, what is life?
Right.
Like, it took me like a year to figure out, like, oh, this is what life is, and this is what I could do if I want to.
So did you stay in the house then that you guys
Yes.
had? Okay.
So because I had to take on the restaurant, that was $250,000 plus.
Right.
Basically, I said, I knew he wasn't going to pay for it anyway. There was nothing he was going to do to pay for it. So I was like,
Right.
okay, I'll take on this debt, but I'm not paying you out of the house.
Okay.
Which was still not as much equity as the $250,000.
Okay.
But
you
that
got
was
some
considered fair, even though it wasn't.
And you got like stability for the boys
Right.
to not have to move and all that. Okay. So you stayed put there.
I sold my house to my client, actually.
Did you?
Yeah. They're still there. I love it.
So
It was perfect for them. Exactly what they were looking for. And I was like, if you just wait till I find what I'm looking for, like, I'll sell you my house.
so did you move somewhere between your current home?
Nope.
Okay.
Straight here. And really right after I told them that they could buy my house, I was like, just give me like a little bit to figure out where I'm going.
Yeah.
And like a week or two later, we found this.
Okay. So between then, you also found a healthy relationship.
Yes. Well, I mean, that had been going on before we moved into here.
Right.
But again, like the divorce took 2 years. The whole
Right.
restaurant situation was 3 years. Like this was years in between. Yeah.
Right.
Between moving out of there and into here.
Right. So in that time, you met Anthony. And how did he take on, like, how did he absorb any of this? Did he absorb any of it for you? Did he just was a friend to you while you were going through it? Motivate you while
No,
you were
I
going
think we
through
were
it?
very fired about each other, like right away,
Okay.
which was not in a friendly way. But yeah, I think that he really dove in the middle of the shitstorm, which I was like, I don't want that.
Yeah.
Like he was like, this is your shitstorm. Like,
He walked directly into it and was okay with it.
yeah. I mean,
That's
I also think he didn't realize how bad it was
Sure.
and how bad it was going to get.
That's a
But I
testament to
didn't
his
either.
character, though.
Yeah, and I think he was the right person to do that because he came from already a divorced family.
Yes.
But I mean, there was so many challenges with that too because I mean, now the ex is like attacking him and making the kids hate him. Again, like Liz, my sister-in-law, like was just like, can you just let her be happy for a minute? Like,
Right.
Like someone's being nice to her and someone is like just accepting her. Like,
Yeah.
can you just give her that?
Yeah. Was that like a night and day difference between relationships?
I mean, yeah, they're completely different species.
Was that jarring for you? Like, were you like, you didn't know what to do with it at first? Or were you like, yes, thank God I receive?
I mean, it was scary, I guess.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
it was different too.
Yeah. I feel like it's hard to go from unhealthy to healthy
Yeah.
because unhealthy is so familiar.
But it's not even unhealthy to healthy. It's like you guys are two totally different species on every level.
Anthony's like posting on his Instagram, like,
I
I
feel
went
like
to the gym. I'm doing,
yeah.
I already did that today. Like his to-do list, boom, 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 what he's doing for the day.
Yeah.
So if you went from somebody who was like napping to him, I can see how that would be night and day different.
Oh, I know.
Who's the guy on social media that everybody makes fun of that's like the motivator that's like, oh, he's on Instagram and he's like, why are you sitting when you could be running? Like,
Is this David Goggins?
yeah.
Is it? I read his book and I was like, this is my vibe.
Oh my God, I think it's so toxic.
What?
Relax.
No, I love that. If you don't scream at me, I'm not fired up.
See, I feel like when people are too intense, I'm like, you cannot maintain that. That's not maintainable. Like, if you do not slow down enough to enjoy your life, why are you alive?
Am I that intense?
I don't think you're as intense as him.
I liked his intensity. I started his book and I was
See,
like,
and that's where I think you're unwell.
I'm unwell.
I think you're unwell.
I'm as well as I've been though.
If you
Ain't
cannot,
everybody unwell?
I mean, to
Who's
some
well and they're
extent,
like, you know what, I'm well.
I'm not. I'm very unwell.
Everybody's unwell.
That's why we're all in therapy.
Choose your unwell. My unwell is the intensity.
My unwell allows me to sit for an hour at a time if I need to.
Oh, I can't.
I mean, mind you, I'm like doing something, you know, but like I can turn on a show.
Oh yeah, I would love to do that. In a couple weeks when I have a minute.
A couple weeks when I have a minute will never come.
No, I know.
It will never come. I don't know who you're talking about.
No, I love David Goggins. His book is amazing. You should read it.
I think he needs a hug.
Probably. If you read his book, you're like, you definitely need a hug.
Yeah. See, I can tell that energy from him without even.
Do I feel like I need a hug?
No.
No, I feel like I'm soft, but prickly. I'm like a cactus.
What is it they call it? Hard to pet?
Hard to pet?
Yeah, like somebody who's hard to pet is somebody who like doesn't accept like kindness from somebody
I
else.
don't expect it. I think that's why. Okay, it was so weird the other day. This was literally like 4 days ago. I was having the worst day. Like everything was freaking going wrong. It's raining outside. So I had to go to baseball. I had like 74 things to do. I had to like, there was just not enough time in the day for all the shit I had to do. And then he's like, oh, we're going to go to baseball. Like the coach was like, we're still going to have practice. And I'm like, and he's like, we'll just end whenever. So just sit here. I'm like, I can't sit there. I got 74 jobs.
Yeah.
I got food that I make people.
Yep.
The dog is at dog school now. I got to pick up. I'm like, I can't go sit at practice because it's raining.
Right.
Either you're raining, you're playing in the rain, or you're not. I'm not sitting there. So he sends this thing, and I'm like, God damn. I'm like all pissed off because I got to figure out how the hell I'm driving everybody all over. And I like went into Ridge's room for a minute, and I'm like trying to grab his laundry or whatever it was I was doing, and I was like, just like I was so,
on edge.
I was like fridger, like the guy on Home Alone, you know? I was like that. And Ridge was like, he like looks at me, and I was like, dude, sorry, I'm in like worst mood ever right now, and I'm just not having a day. And he just looks at me, he's like, oh, come here. Like puts his arms out to like hug me, and I was like, I needed a hug. Thank you.
See?
Like, it was so cute. Aww. And he just like hugged me. Sut is like a therapist though. If I ever look like I'm gonna cry, he will just start crying like that. And neither of my kids are criers. You could like run over them with your car.
Right.
And they will like get up embarrassed and be like, I'm good. But if I ever look like I'm upset, they will just sob. They're like, don't cry. I'm like, I'm not crying. And they're like, just don't do it.
They say the kid you get is the kid you need to fix whatever is healing inside of you.
I totally agree with that.
So like my sister has a kiddo who is so outspoken and like we don't want to like ruin that in her, right? But she will tell you what she's thinking, what she wants. She will absolutely speak up for herself.
And your sister's quiet and a people pleaser.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is it's like that seeing that in your child brings that out in you. Mm-hmm. You know, like the kid who is always on the go, maybe you need motivation or whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
But like you probably need somebody that teaches you how to like slow down and listen.
But I feel like I'm always that person, like when they come home and they've had a day, I'm like, oh, like let me hug you or let me whatever, because I like that. Yeah. I do think that kids teach you things that you don't realize. Like you have a kid and you're like, oh my God, I have to like teach you about life. That's why I started going to Bible study.
Yeah.
because I had Ridge, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
I better go figure out what life is, because
Yeah.
I'm the only person you're going to know for however many years.
Okay, so let's see. How did you finish clawing your way out? What would you say?
Get back to claw my way out. Okay. I think moving here helped a lot to claw myself out, because it was like I didn't realize, like, I didn't hate my life there. Obviously, everything that happened sucked, but I didn't realize how bad I needed to move out of that situation until afterwards. It was like closing a chapter of hell that I didn't know I needed to close.
Right.
Until I did. So moving out of that was such a fresh start. Basically moving
Kind
to
of
a
gave you
different
the
town.
ability to like start over.
Yeah, start over. And like, I didn't necessarily come in here and be like, I'm going to move into this house and then I'm going to start this business and I'm just going to rage my ass off. Like, I didn't think that.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we're going to do this. This is going to be our own thing. Like, we're moving on. This is a new chapter, which was good. And then we joined the football team, and I met the most amazing people.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Yeah,
like,
the
I feel
group
like,
of moms.
yeah, but I feel like sometimes it depends on where you're at. Like, some of the moms are like not as accepting.
Yeah.
The Brighton moms, I've never met women like that in my life. Like, they're so amazing. I'm so lucky to have them, and they're so supportive, and the kids are great with each other.
Yeah.
So moving here was like starting a new life. Really,
Yeah.
it was. It was a restart that was just refreshing.
Physical distance changes things.
I know, and we could have moved next door even.
Well, and they talk about like feng shui. Like they say, like, you know, let's say you're going through a breakup or something. They say just to switch up your space. It changes the energy.
Yeah, but I also think it just changes like the routine and like the thought process that you have too.
It breaks that repetitious thought pattern.
Yeah.
They say trauma lives in your hair also. That's why some people do like the manic chop.
Britney Spears, shave the head.
Totally. Fresh start. Also,
I relate.
that was her way of just being like, you cannot control me.
Her
Did
life was
you
fucked.
have any moment where you were like, you cannot control me, that you did something like totally brash?
Probably.
I mean, I want to know what it is.
Like, what time of my life? I feel like I was a little bit more unhinged college age because I was rebelling my ass off.
When did you feel the most controlled?
During the divorce, I think.
So did you do anything at that point to be like, double finger, F you?
No, that's what I'm doing now.
Oh, this is your Brittany head shave moment.
Yeah.
Telling
that's
your
better.
story.
No, I'm not doing it for that reason. I'm really not. It's not. I feel like the head shave is a you, and what I'm doing now is like a yeah.
See, okay,
Does
I
that
do
make
get the
sense?
difference. I do. But I feel like for Britney Spears, it was more like, you cannot control me.
Yeah.
And I do feel like telling your story is a form
That
of
might
like,
have been-
I can't be controlled.
That might have been London. So it's not like hey, I'm doing this to just flip you off. If I wanted to flip you off, I would just flip you off.
Right.
I'm not thinking about you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying any of this because I'm thinking about these people.
To hurt them.
No, I'm saying this because this is what I lived.
And it's healing a part of you, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I mean, I've obviously talked about this to so many people, but there's so many people that also need to hear it.
100%.
So I'm not saying this to flip someone off.
That's good.
I think for me, mine has been like, I'm going to freaking build the shit out of myself right now.
Yes.
And it's not because of you, it's because of them, like my kids.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's
Yep.
not a flip off to them. It's like everybody that's put us in a category where we're over.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm at. Like,
You're not doing it against
I'm
someone.
not
You're doing it
as a
for
revenge.
you.
I'm doing it for them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's good, though, that the revenge isn't a motivator of yours. Because some people are very motivated by revenge. And I don't know that it's very sustainable. Whereas what you're doing, you're using your children and bettering their life. That's something that is very sustainable. You can keep doing that for years and years.
But I like that, and that makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's always because I've also been shushed because you can't make someone mad.
Yeah.
And then my fiery side just exploded. And like, I know my mom had a conversation with me one time about it because she was like, all right, well, don't get so angry that you like, yell at somebody. And I'm like, no. I'm like, I've been backed into a corner by everybody, and I'm trying to protect my kids. And I've had daggers thrown at me from every angle for years straight every day.
Yeah.
Don't freaking poke me if you don't want to get bit.
Yeah.
Because that's the only, and I'm not going to bite you if you don't come at me.
Yeah.
I'm not. You've never seen me mean to anybody.
No.
I'm not like that.
No.
But I get into a mode where I'm like, all right, if I feel cornered,
Right.
watch out.
Trauma alters your brain chemistry
Yeah.
forever.
I just feel like I go from like fluffy me, have fun, whatever, let's laugh, let's whatever, to protector mode.
Yeah.
And there's no gray area of that.
Yeah. Okay, so you ask your followers on Instagram some things that they might want to know.
Yeah.
And for the most part, they seem very curious about your life in general. Like on your social media, you can see that you're doing a lot. You're doing stuff with your boys. You're doing stuff with the football moms or the baseball moms or whatever. You're doing your real estate. Like, let's be honest, that's a full-time job,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You're also doing kind of some
Okay.
influencer type stuff because fashion's
Yeah,
something that you're
LTK,
interested in.
collabs with like other businesses.
Podcasts, all kinds of things. How do you manage wearing that many hats?
I feel like all of them kind of fit my personality,
Okay.
which maybe that's crazy. They're all, I feel like, things I'm interested in.
Okay.
So it doesn't feel like I'm doing all these different jobs because
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I like that, so I support that. So it is what it is, But yeah, I mean, obviously the mom stuff comes first and my real estate stuff comes first for sure. Like those two things are my priority. And I try to work the real estate stuff around the kids stuff. So like
Yeah.
now that they're both in school full time, I'm real estating and doing business building while they're at school every day. And then I usually take a break while, they get off the bus at 4:30 till 9 or whenever they go to bed. I usually will take a break, do their sports running around, dinner, homework, all that stuff, take the dogs for a walk. We do a dog walk like pretty much every night that we can
I love that.
to just like unpack the day.
Yeah.
And I love that. They love that. The dogs have been so therapeutic in the craziest way because I did not want a dog. Yeah, so those are my two priorities. And then I just squeeze everything in every minute in between.
Yeah.
Like there's no minutes in between. Like I feel like I used to, before I was doing all these different things, I would meal prep and then that would take like an hour
Yeah.
or so.
An hour. Wow, you're efficient.
It takes a long time.
Yeah.
So if you're doing that, it's like, okay, now I just like, I wish I had time to meal prep, but now
Yeah.
I've now squeezed that time in with doing LTK or doing this podcast or editing something or squeezing in a virtual appointment with somebody about like branding stuff
Yeah.
or whatever it is. So it's like, I have no even 30-minute slots left.
Seriously.
Yeah.
If any of these things had to fall off, if you were forced to make something fall off, what do you think would be your thing?
Food.
You just wouldn't feed people.
I'm so sick of feeding people.
You know what?
I'm
Seriously.
sick of groceries. I'm sick of cooking and then you have to clean everything. I'm just over it.
That's where girl dinner comes in. You're like, I'll have a brick of cheese and that's fine.
Yeah. But then I got to feed everybody else.
Right.
And so with the boys, because like they go to school, I don't make them lunch. They're going to eat whatever turd is at lunch.
Sure.
It's like French toast and a corn dog.
Right.
So I always make them a good breakfast and a good dinner.
Okay. I feel like influencers, I don't know, would you call yourself an influencer?
I don't. Maybe a local one.
Maybe.
Because I'm getting a lot of brand collabs from like local people.
I love that.
But I don't think I'm like high end. Like I'm not like big scale.
Right. Okay, but small town America like needs a revival. Let's be honest. That's like, I love that.
Yeah, and I'm kind of branching into, this is going to be my next thing after the podcast.
Okay.
I think. I've had a lot of people reach out and ask me about coaching and mentoring.
Okay.
Like business mentors, coaching, whether they're real estate agents or just starting a new business. And I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to do that. But I think I'm going to do a trial run. I maybe take on a couple of people after the podcast. But I can't do the podcast and that at the same time.
I
So
know
once
what you
this-
need, and I've been saying it for years, and you refuse.
What?
A virtual assistant.
Oh, yeah.
You need somebody.
I know, but every time I get one, then I'm like, hey, do this. And they're like in Guam and they like put it together wrong. And they're like, can you send it to me the exact thing? I'm like, I might as well just do it then.
Yeah, you definitely need somebody that's like an actual local person. Yeah.
But you also understand the industry. You understand me.
Yeah.
You understand my brand, my vibe. And you also understand the direction that life is going.
I do.
A lot of people don't. 99% of them don't.
So do you have like an organizational system you use as far as keeping track of everybody's schedules? Like, do you have one of those fancy calendars that are
No, I have
like,
a paper calendar.
you have that big, don't you have like a big calendar, like digital calendar though in your kitchen?
No.
I thought you had like almost like a picture frame, but
We
it's
do.
like
It's over
digital.
There. That's the
Okay,
security cameras. And there's probably a calendar on that. I've never looked at it.
I think there is.
Sut checks the weather every day and asks for the dog breed of the day.
That's it. That's what you use that for.
And there's security cameras, and there's like a music thing that plays through the speakers.
I can't think of what it's called that a lot of moms use. It's like a full digital, and it's like a big screen. It's got the calendar on it, and it'll also have like everybody's to do for the day, so the kids can see what they have to do for the day. And
the only person that's checking that is Sut. Ridge is on another planet.
You definitely, he's you. Junior. Yeah, he is.
But way smarter.
You think so?
He has like a genius level IQ. They did like a whole psych eval on it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very overwhelming to be that smart for children, for everybody.
And then Sut.
Did he ever get the turtle he wanted?
No, he forgot about the turtle.
Oh, let's not bring it up.
No, he forgot about the turtle.
You never know what chaotic thing will be happening when you step into your kitchen.
I know.
What did he want to name it? Like Nibbles or something?
No, it was a cooter turtle.
Oh, cooter turtle.
He didn't want to name it that. That's what it was called. Right?
But he wanted to name it Nibbles.
That's what you wanted to call it?
I thought
it said nipples.
Well, that's the thing, is it sounded like nipples and it was a cooter turtle. And I'm like, there's a lot happening right here.
Someone would pick that. Ridge would be like, let's call it Squidward.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's call it nipples. No, actually, like I'm not even. What is our life?
Like you're drowning in chaos and somebody hands you Nipples the turtle. Like that's so chaotic. So would you say Sutton keeps you guys like on schedule? Like is he very rigid about like his schedule?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's like, Mom, I'm not gonna be 25 minutes early. Oh my God, I'm gonna be late. And then Ridge is like, man, I don't even care if I'm late. I don't know. They're just opposite.
I feel like you do a really good job as a mom, even though you're very stressed. I never have seen you take it out on your kids.
I feel like if I do lose my shit, I'll always be like, yo, my bad.
Yeah.
Like I just tell him, I'm like, I am sorry that I was an absolute psycho, miserable person to be with today. I had this going on and I was wrong.
But you know what? That's so powerful as a parent. How many people can say my parents never apologized to me about anything?
Right.
Part of your self-help love is, I feel like, books. I feel like you're always listening to books. You don't really read them. You more so listen.
No, I don't sit, so I don't read.
Right. What would you say are your top 5 books if you had to?
We're just going to spiral through these real quick?
Yeah.
Well, now that you have me on David Goggins, that one was really good.
Okay, I didn't write that one down when you mentioned it. I'm just not
I don't think I mentioned it. It's a new one I just read this year. That one's really good.
What is it
David
called?
Goggins, Can't Hurt Me.
Can't Hurt Me. Okay.
And it's military, which is...
And he's standing like... Okay, the front of the book, he's standing looking straight at the camera.
Yeah, he was like a Navy SEAL.
Yes.
But I feel like it's very on brand with me because his personality type is like me.
Okay.
Like he has a whole chapter about like take their souls. And I'm like, I feel like I literally lived like that.
Oh, see,
like when someone pushes you and you're just like, I'm not quitting in like a crazy way.
Yeah, no, it sounds crazy.
It's about mental toughness.
Okay, that's fair.
But the beginning of the story is insane. Because it talks about his like childhood and it's so bad.
I should put that on my to read list.
It's very interesting, but it's also, so he talks about that and how he like used that like through the military, which also resonates with me because my brother was in the military for a long time.
Right.
And he was a ranger and on the sniper team. Like, so much of that I feel like just was easy for me to understand. Like it wasn't like I had to push myself to get it.
Yeah.
I already like am wired that way.
Yeah.
One of my favorite ones was The Alter Ego Effect.
Okay.
And that's the best one for someone that just doesn't believe in themselves.
Yeah, that's definitely on top of mine.
You haven't read it yet?
No.
I told you to read it.
I know, but I have like 7. I'm not kidding you. My to be read list is 390 some books right now.
Okay, well, move that one to the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have 5 that I literally have started right now. Let me wrap up a few of these 5.
You don't even like those 5.
I'm going to finish them so they count towards my Goodreads goal.
They're not good reads, shit reads.
Okay, so they count towards my shit reads goal.
You said they were shitty.
You don't even use Goodreads, or I could just go on and look at what you rated stuff. Your followers could go on and see what you rated stuff.
Okay, well, if I don't finish one, just know it's shit.
How would I know that, though? Because I don't follow you on Goodreads.
I'm just going to mark it as read and say, this one I only read half. I hated it.
On Goodreads?
Can I do that?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, give me good reads.
DNF, did not finish. That's the acronym people use.
Do that. All those ones that suck right now, mark them off. Why are you wasting your time?
Okay.
How many minutes you got in your life? Not some for those. Get rid of them.
Maybe they'll turn around and get better at the end.
If you didn't impress me now, I'm not coming back. Sorry. All right, Alter Ego Effect, amazing. Love that one. If there's anything about yourself that you're like, I wish I was this, and I'm not, that's your book.
Okay.
That one's great. And Into the Magic Shop, that was my third.
Yep.
That one's amazing. It's all about a brain surgeon who really connects neuroscience with your heart and your emotions and how they connect with each other. Manifesting, there's so many things in that one. That one's awesome. But he tells his life story. It's not like a textbook.
Yeah.
Because at first I'm like, this is going to be over my head. Like, I don't do science.
Oh, so you stuck with it and it got better?
No, it was good right off the bat.
Oh.
I assumed it was going to be textbooky and science-like.
Oh, okay.
It was not. It was his life story with some... Did you see the dog fart?
Onto your lap?
He doesn't even know we're laughing at him.
No, he doesn't.
Okay, so it's his life story, though, also, which is really cool. Because he talks about... He has, like, kind of a crazy life story, too.
Okay.
And he talks about how he incorporates his shitty life into... where he manifested his dreams to being a doctor, but then also like how he got off track. Like it's a whole story with it. It's not just like science.
Okay.
It's really good. I loved that one. All right, that was 3. Obviously, Be Seen, Jen Gottlieb.
Also on my list, because you told me to put it on there.
Amazing for branding.
Yeah, that's something you haven't talked about on the podcast yet, having a coach. Mm-hmm. That could be a whole nother episode.
I know, but then I'm going to have to spiral into whatever I'm going to end up doing.
That's true.
What is my boot camp going to be called? No, that one's really good about being yourself, I think. Manifesting, business stuff. That one was great. It's definitely more of a girl book, I would say.
Okay.
The other ones are probably more guy, actually, related. I feel like Atomic Habits is such a... Like, everybody reads that one, but it was really good.
I haven't read that one yet.
I liked it. It was good. It's all about like structure and like, I guess goal building, but building it besides just like setting really high goals, but how to achieve them with your systems and how to build systems to break bad habits or create good habits to reach goals that are, you know, next level.
I'm terrible with maintaining habits.
You are?
Yeah.
What habits do you suck at?
I mean, basically anything. Like
What?
I get overwhelmed and then I'm a little chaotic.
What are you bad? Like, give me an example.
Okay, so like recently my doctor had me on this new protocol for like meds that I was supposed to take. And it was like certain ones had to be with food, some without food, some I ended up taking meds of some fashion. I mean, some of them were like minerals or vitamins or whatever at like 7 or 8 times during the day. And it was so hard to be that rigid and stay on that strict of a schedule for me.
Did you just put an alarm on your phone?
I tried, but then like half the time I'm in the middle of teaching and it would be like, shoot, I didn't eat my lunch because this group went over, but this one I have to take with lunch. So now I'm going to go make my lunch, but now I'm like an hour behind and these 2 are supposed to be spaced out by 2 hours. Like things that require me to be extremely rigid, I am not good at. Like I just need a little more.
But I think they take time to get into.
Your habits, your healthy habits?
Yeah. Like you can't just go into it and be like, hi, I have 15 different things I need to implement to my schedule and I've never done them.
Yeah.
Let me just start day 1 and be epic at it. No, you're going to suck at first.
Yeah.
You're going to suck for a while.
Yeah.
And then you're going to figure out, hey, this is what I can eat. I'm going to drink a protein shake instead of eating a meal. It still counts as a meal if I'm going to do whatever.
Yeah.
And then you kind of figure out how to make it
You
work
get
with
like
your
comfy
schedule.
inside of it.
Yeah, but I feel like it takes a minute. Everybody just thinks like, I'm going to start my diet this day. And then they suck at the diet the first week and they're like,
Yeah.
I can't do that diet.
Right.
You got to
Yeah.
work into it for a minute.
Yeah, you do.
You're going to suck in the beginning.
You do. I am also somebody whose brain is like 3 steps ahead of what they're currently doing. And so I'll do things like stupid shit. Like I'll leave my phone places all the time. I never know where my phone is.
Wait, so what is the problem with the habit? What's the habit you're trying to do?
I'm just saying like habits require you to be present, in my opinion. And
Okay.
I'm not very
Intentional.
good about being intentional or present because I'm always ahead of what I'm doing, which is why I say to my students, be where your feet are, because I need that reminder for myself also. I see that in them because I'm the same way. Mm-hmm. It's hard to remember, but I feel like you're good at like setting habits into place. So like Atomic Habits, to me, it'd be something that I should read, but it would probably be a difficult read for me. So I'd be like, dang, this is hard for my brain to function
Yeah,
in
but
this
it does
way.
break it down into like little things.
Yeah.
Like I was talking about debt or something at one point, and it was like, okay, say you wanted to go buy a shirt for $200, but because you're trying to get out of debt, you're not buy the shirt for $200. So you're going to put that $200 towards your credit card bill, and that helps you get out. That you're going to do that. You're rewarding yourself. You're still buying something for yourself.
Sure.
You're still doing something for yourself. But
Yeah.
you're shifting that.
Yeah. I think different people's brains work so differently that like some people are meant to be very structured and very goal oriented and whatever. But then I look at other people and I'm like, that might not be their story.
I know, it's so different for everybody.
It really is. And like, we need the artists, we need the free thinkers, we need the people who just go with the flow. Like, we need diversity.
Wait, one thing I'm really bad at, I don't know, actually my therapist said this is ADHD related. I can't start something if I can't complete the whole thing during that time. So say like I have 20 minutes until I got to leave for football practice.
Yeah.
I'm not going to start vacuuming.
Yeah.
Because if vacuuming is going to take me 40 minutes,
Right.
I'm not doing 20 minutes of vacuuming.
I-
And then coming back and doing the other 20 minutes, I got to do all of it at once.
I totally agree with that.
Which has been hard with me for editing this podcast because it takes me a while. I got to sit down for like a while. And I don't have hours to sit down.
Right.
And so I have to be like, okay, I only have 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a big project to take on for 20 minutes.
My
And then
planning
stop.
period with teaching is the same way. It gets so broken up. I cannot sit down and start writing a report and only have 15 minutes to get like a paragraph done because it takes so long for your brain to get in that mode of what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I do, the dog's like, can we go outside? I'm like,
Right.
yeah.
Your whole train of thought is derailed. Well, at our
brain
age
fog.
and also just in general, what people eat and the fact that we live in America and we're overstimulated by screens all day, every day. Like,
I think that, but I also think that like we're supposed to be like living up to this limit of women 10, 20, 30 years ago.
yeah,
10, 20, 30 years ago, women were not doing what we're doing.
No.
We're doing that and more.
they were homemaking.
Right, but like we're homemaking, we're doing jobs, we're doing all these other things.
Yeah.
And like the sport, like look at sports when we were growing up. We had sports, what, a couple hours a week?
Man,
Now it's like a full-time job. So it's like, I got the sports job, I got my regular job, I got the house job, I got this job. It's like, but then we're also supposed to like have clear brains like we did back in 1970.
I do not. Okay, I obviously don't have my own children, right? But I've got my godkids, etc. And you have to do this clinical to get better, and then you're going to be in this extra stretch lab, and then you're going to take this extra, all these extra things on
yeah, and they're
top of it.
expensive.
Holy cow! When are kids supposed to be bored? Do you know how good it is as an educator? Do you know how good it is for a child to have the opportunity to be bored?
Tell us.
They need to. That's where the creativity comes from. How many things can you think of that's like, oh my gosh, on our way to vacation, my brother and I in the backseat of our car, we got bored and we made up this stupid, silly game. And then it's so important for creativity.
Yeah.
And just,
We
kids
don't
are-
promote that though because
We do
we're
not.
so busy. But I also think that like sports, if you look at sports, I look at my son's third grade football team. The bar of everything in life has been so heightened.
even reading. I mean, in kindergarten, it used to be about play base and learning how to go to school, yada, yada. Kids leave kindergarten reading.
I looked at my kids' math and I was like, I hope you know how to do this because I don't.
Right.
Luckily, they're really good at math.
And we're still behind China and other countries.
Oh, dude, China, there's like 3-year-olds that are way smarter than me.
Well, everything about the way their country works, like for instance, their TikTok only feeds them videos that are like
Training.
helpful, like motivating them or whatever. We have dumb stuff. We have people gerbling, you know. I feel bad for kids. I feel like I am very appreciative of my upbringing, the opportunity to be bored.
I feel like I wasn't bored that much. My mom was such a workhorse. She'd be like, okay, we have a snow day today. You're going to go shovel this person's driveway.
Oh, we were like that too, but if my mom was done with us, she's like, go outside. All right. We are going to do some unhinged, slightly spicy, rapid fire this or that questions.
All right.
All right. Full glam or messy bun and sunglasses?
Where am I going?
That's not part of the question.
Okay, I would say 90% of the time, sweatpants, messy bun, sunglasses.
But
10%,
you-
100%.
I was going to say, you love a full glam moment.
I do, but I feel like I'm only like 10% of the time that.
Yeah, like Love bomb or slow burn?
I think I like a love bomb.
Okay, same, but
I
apparently...
like a slow burn, but right now I'm too busy for slow. Like love bomb me or I'm not paying attention.
Okay, I feel like slow burn is kind of like, I guess there's no chemistry here. According to therapy in general, that's not good. Love bomb is not good.
I don't want a slow burn though. I'm
Dude,
bored. I'm not listening.
100%.
The more I answer this, I'm love bomb.
Okay. What is your biggest turnoff in a client?
Someone that doesn't listen.
I feel like
hate
you've
that.
said this before, like on like a reel.
Yeah, people that they ask you for your opinion, you tell them the truth, and then they do their own thing. And then they're
100%.
mad at you because it didn't work out. And I'm like, I didn't tell you to do that.
That actually translates to photography. Like, why are you letting your kid wear a Mickey Mouse dress?
Yeah.
When I clearly gave you a whole style board of what to wear.
Yeah. Like I told you exactly what to do.
And then you don't like your pictures.
And I said, if you do what I tell you to do, then this will happen. Like I will bring you these results if you do what I'm
Right.
telling you to
You
do.
have to follow my
and then they
formula.
don't do it, and then they're like irritated. And it also like I think all is triggering to me because of what I said earlier about people always like undermining me and undermining my intelligence.
Yes.
That's triggering to me.
Right.
That's my biggest ick.
I
People
can see
don't
that.
listen.
What is your biggest turnoff in a guy?
Probably laziness. I don't like lazy. Do something. What are you resting for?
Right.
I don't like cockiness either.
That's fair. A few things, and these are just like recent within like the last year.
Yeah, what's yours? Because you're like out in the dating world.
Okay, so his Facebook, like posting so much on Facebook and then posting stuff, and people underneath it will be like, that's not even true. Like, I'm embarrassed for you. I think when I get secondhand embarrassment from a guy, I do not want to align myself with them at all anymore. Like, I just got secondhand embarrassment. I don't
Yeah.
recover from secondhand embarrassment very well in a significant other. But my other ick, and this isn't new.
I think I'm not taking somebody else's embarrassment on.
Well, to me, if they're your partner, right?
Yeah, I would be like, that was dumb. That was him. Why is that my fault?
Maybe that's something I need to work through in therapy. I don't know. I just
But
feel
I
like
think
when
a lot
that's
of
your
women do
person,
take that on. Like,
I'm
if their husband acts like an ass and then they take it on, I'm like, you can just say, sorry, he was an ass. That's not my behavior.
oh, or just don't be with him. Like, I don't want to be with
Right,
somebody
but
who
like,
puts
if
me
you're
in that
married,
position.
and, like one of them's like acting
Sure.
crazy and they get all embarrassed and then they're weird. It's like, that's not your fault that he's acting like a dumbass.
Right. What's one thing someone could say to you mid-text that makes you instantly not trust them?
Oh, this one's actually pretty easy for me. Someone that says like, I'm an honest guy. Like I dealt with this agent that was like, I do all these things for other people. I'm so honest. I'm so this. I've never had to tell someone how honest I was.
Yeah.
Like I've never had to.
If you're
tell someone-
announcing it,
I think someone that's always like, let me tell you how much good I've done for someone is always about to backstab you.
I can see that.
But then make it seem like they didn't.
I can see that.
I don't like that. That's my red flag where they're like, oh, I'm so honest. I'm so trustworthy. I'm so like taking less than you, especially business people. Any business person that's trying to act like they're taking less to give you more is lying.
I can see that. This says specifically.
I play along with it though. I make them think I believe what they said.
Oh, of course. That's how you control the situation.
Yeah.
The way it says mid-text, I'm trying to think of what somebody would text, but I don't know that I have a specific one. I don't
Yours
know.
could be dating related.
Yeah, I just in general too. Like I don't know. I've never like had to think about that. Would you rather ghost a bad date or give them a Google review?
Ghost.
I think ghosting is a horrible thing to do to somebody.
Me too.
I would never ghost somebody. I've never
Rather
ghosted.
bad Google review them?
Well, I wouldn't bad Google review them either.
You had to pick one.
I know, which is terrible. I would not do either of those things. I would at least say like, hey, I don't feel a spark, whatever. I
guess it
just
depends on how
hate-
far in.
You never
no,
used
I
apps.
never had an app because I was like,
Ugh.
or like, you don't ghost people on apps?
No.
You're that nice?
I mean, not if we've gone on a date, I wouldn't ghost. Before that, I totally would.
What if they were a total douche?
No, 100%. The second a guy starts talking about physical things before you've even gone on a date, I just delete them, like unmatch
So that's
with
kinda
them.
ghost.
Yeah, I guess so. I would never ghost after going on a date. Like there's plenty of people who go on a first date, they don't feel it, so they just unmatch them. I would unmatch them, but first I would be like, hey, like I didn't feel a spark. Thank you for like meeting up. It was nice to meet you, I try to be nice. What is your go-to excuse to leave a situation immediately?
Like if you're at somewhere and you need to leave,
Yeah.
I feel like usually I'll just be like, I have to get up really early. I got to go now. Or the dogs are actually great. I'm like, I got to take the dogs out. They've been home all day. I got to go.
That is a good excuse.
Yeah.
Pets are. What's one trend you pretend to like but secretly hate? I don't feel like you pretend about anything.
I'm not good at that.
You're on a reality TV show. What's your I'm not here to make friends moment?
I don't like when people get all worked up about something that's like not that big of a deal. And I'm like, can you just not be so offended that this girl doesn't like that? Like, who gives a shit that she's like, stop being so offended.
Yeah.
If she doesn't like it, just let her not like it.
People are soft, like we talked about earlier.
Yeah, or they have to defend themselves.
How should we wrap this up?
Yeah. You want me to close it?
Sure.
Krista, you're the greatest host. And
Oh
I
my
love
God.
doing all these things with you. Like, first of all, even when I started this, like when this first came to mind, I was like, I gotta talk to Krista. Because she's gonna be the best person for me to brainstorm this with and like hit what I need to hit.
We
and,
sat
like,
in your kitchen and
I made pot
brainstormed.
roast while there was like kids running around my house. Yeah, and I love that we have that because I feel like we're still regular friends, but we're also like, let's build, let's grow. And we're in totally different industries, and it's been so awesome to like have you by my side on that, even through all the different things.
I like a friendship where we can talk about ideas and not people.
Yeah, but then we also can talk about life.
Yeah.
And I feel like you were the perfect person for this.
Oh,
And like
thank
maybe
you.
even going to be the perfect person for my next spin-off that could be all on branding.
We
Likely was
covered
always a-
so much today that we didn't actually
Yeah.
deep dive into anything.
No, this was all like just like the
Chatty.
trailer
Yes.
of all the different things I could spin
Yes.
into. I think that after the podcast is over, I'll potentially take on some consulting clients, as in like business coaching, mentoring for a couple months, and
Yeah.
then start maybe season 2. We'll see how this goes. But I loved having you here with me. This
No.
obviously felt like home because we're at home. And I've
Thank
known
you for
forever.
thinking of me. This
Yeah.
was so fun.
So fun.
This whole month I've been trying to do at least once a week something new.
Yeah.
And so
Was
this
your
was
thing? It
this
checked
was
your
my
box.
something new. Yeah, I've never been on a podcast. This is my new thing.
All right. Well, you'll be on season 2, 3, and forever else.
Okay, perfect.
I love it.
This has been such a fun experience, building out these podcasts with friends, with other speakers that have been on here. To every guest that showed up and worked with me on this, thank you so much for sharing your story and inspiring listeners. I have appreciated all the feedback from everybody on things they liked about the podcast and things that made them laugh, things that made them inspired. And connecting people through their stories has just been such a great experience. This was something that I never would have put on my goal sheet back in January for something that I would have done in 2025. And I'm so glad that I did it. Or I hope this episode helps you connect with me better and just my personality, my vibe, my day-to-day life, and kind of the direction that I'm going. My last request, I want to know what you guys want to hear for season 2. Which episodes did you feel were the most powering? Which episodes resonated with you the most? Which ones did you just enjoy listening to, so that I can build out my guests and my topics for season 2 that is also going to be coming. Again, I'm Brittany Racine, and I'm so thankful and so grateful that you have listened to this podcast with me. Please give us a 5-star, give us a comment, send me a message, and let me know which episodes were your favorite and what topics you want to hear for season 2.